everyone. I want to present you today my work for Asterisk project. As my role is the development and support of Unistim channel that I take over some times ago. And who am I? Let's go to a brief intro. My name is Igor Goncharovsky. I am from Omsk city, it's in Russia. I'm using Linux and C language for a pretty long time, from school time. I have a good school that let I understand that I was a very happy student, because having Linux and C language is not so usual in Russia, and I think in every school. Later I have been working for Omsk telecom company that introduced voice over IP switch, and we use Asterisk for some testing, and it's also a good time. And while using Asterisk, I have to write patches, because Asterisk first version was not a very complete solution. There was many small places where you need patches from time to time, and I have made it, and it was funny, because these days Asterisk issue tracker was such a thing as leaderboard, and you can compete with other developers who have submitted many patches. And I talk around the conference these days with other people, and they ask me, I have no idea, what is Unistim? Also, it's funny that we have one bug open for a long time in Jira, and the developer who submitted this bug just have problems. He can't build Asterisk without making some changes by hand, and his building stop on Unistim channel. He says me, okay, what is Unistim? I need to fix it, but what is Unistim at all? Short history. Unistim is a private protocol used by Nortel. Currently Nortel is not exist as a company. It is not complete history, yes. Nortel have bankruptcy in 2009. Avaya taken this business for phones, phone station, and Avaya now is currently also the same situation. I think the Asterisk have taken its role in these things, and pretty big number of phones was produced by this company from its beginning. I think that phones protocol was implemented in early 2000, or maybe 1999. And what it is a protocol? It is a proprietary protocol, binary, and these phones are cheap, because now they are cheap. I show it's a real price from today from eBay. You can buy 50 phones by $60. Yes.
I've got a bunch of them you can have.
Yes, I have phones for free, because when I started to work with Unistim, people come in and say, hey, I have this phone and it's not working properly. Okay, I have now this phone. Okay, I send you some. It's pretty interesting history. Protocol have some description on how it operates between a client and a server. It's described in its patent. It uses UDP for communication with phone, RUDP protocol for signaling, and RTP for media. And in latest version, there is also encryption for Nortel phones, but it's not the thing that I work to implement in Asterisk. It has helped much to have in Wireshark dissector to get understanding how Unistim phone communicate with the server. And actually, the phone in this protocol, it is just a set of some keys, indicators, screens. And it is a very interesting thing because it may be interesting for some people who are working with smart homes. You can just screen, you can just case. You may use it whatever you want, in whatever way you want. And the interesting thing is that people are using such phones with big screens and for home automation. For example, with Asterisk, I know some guy that use it for open the door. You click on the Unistim phone and open the door. Okay, a bit history of development of this channel. First time this channel was developed by Cedric Hans in 2004. He produced some service for Windows and for Linux that was used just for communicate between two phones. You can run the service and communicate between just the phones, no PBX. But almost this time, Asterisk 1 was released, and for Asterisk 1, he also prepared an initial version of channel Unistim. It was not included yet in Asterisk. For 1.4, there are very active development where many features was developed this time. But in 1.4, development was slowed down, and some other people other than Cedric prepare patches for 1.4. And in 1.6, this channel driver was included in the main Asterisk branch, but with no further active development because original developer disappeared in this time and maybe have lack of interest to this channel driver. But in 2009, Nortel Melpsti and is absent. And it is a very interesting thing. Company absent. There is alternative in Asterisk that supports this phone, but it is not supported. You can see a list of features that was supported in 1.6 in channel Unistim, and there is pretty standard feature set. Interesting after provisioning feature for these phones because you do not need, as for SIP phones, configure some provisioning service, HTTP server, create config files. You just from the box in Asterisk, you just create configuration file, connect phones, and phones provide you ability to configure and remember the extension numbers from the box. But in 1.8, there are no active development. No channel was not stable. Actually, in most cases, it was not usable because it going to crash Asterisk. And it is a commercial competitor company. Take over development and more like closed source manner, and in that I have looked up to history of the product, and most probably in 2010 they forked Chan Unistim and use it for private development. And you see some code that decompiled last year to check some features they have in the product and to re-implement in a original Asterisk. And in 2015, I have a talk with DGM about how legal this product is, and I think that it is a big problem for GPL that GPL sometimes void it with maybe with no reason or without checking capability to return your development back. And first, you can see a decompiled code of Chan UCX, named it's the product, and below you see original code. It's use same variables, same constructions, and the same order of C code calling. It's a support history of this channel driver. We are a company that make some custom development project in field of voice over IP, and in 2010 we have a request from one of potential client in Moscow. They have 2 offices in Moscow and St. Petersburg. They have 2 Nortel CS 1000, and due to lack of Nortel support and due to old hardware, they check for any ability to use current set of phones with some other solution. And we decided to start development, besides this fact that we was total unfamiliar with Unistim. We have no knowledge in Unistim protocol. We have just briefly check code in Asterisk, check network captures we have, and we understand that it's probably the things that we could do. And it take 1 year to implement, to make it production project. And then after another year, it was committed to Asterisk 11. This code have many improvements to achieve goal of transmission this company from Nortel to Asterisk, and it include multiline support. In the first releases, it was not able to use multiple calls on the phone. You have a phone with 6 lines with many buttons, but you can make only single call. It was very strong requirement of our client. Then line holding, switching between lines, call pickup, many display change to make it comfortable to work with this phone, support for internationalization, to make phone display different languages, debug improvements, general improvements of code to make it more to use more things that already exist in Asterisk rather than re-implemented in own code. And as a result of this work, I have also created some sites to get all information about Unistim, because there is problem that some sites was not supported and information get absent from time to time, and we have a hardware donation. So I now have many phones in my lab, if I want. Currently, lab, I believe 5 phones connected, just for testing reasons, some donation. And many users across the world. There's just some countries that people using phone SIM. Okay. I wanted to briefly talk about it and show how it works in two must measure features released with this change. One is internationalization. It's pretty simple. When we say about Unistim, all code is pretty simple because nature of the phone. There is no signaling like SIP between phones. You just light up some LED or just show some text on it, and says to phone, please turn on speaker, plus turn off speaker, plus press show the text, and so on. Just send the command and receive a response. We have found some people who run in Nortel. We have sniffered it exchange and found control sequences for getting phones display text in different encodings, and we have edited, and any text that displayed on Unistim phone, including caller IDs, can be included to .po file, and you should have it on your screen. I know that caller ID part is a bit tricky because you need to know caller name to translate before it calls to you, but it's how it is currently implemented. Next one is multiline. It is again very simple idea because you have not many calls logically that holded by phone. It is always single call, single RTP stream. So to have multiline support, you just when you have one call, you just stop sending them RTP and start and sending them another RTP media stream. You just need to understand which call is currently held by each phone. There is also very structured C code done for Unistim channel, and there is a self-explanatory function and constant names. So it is enough easy to start some development or add some features related to Unistim. You just need, again, you need to understand what original Nortel stations sent the phone, what control sequences sent in what cases. And as soon as Unistim channel is different in many ways from other channels in Asterisk, maybe with exception of Skinny channel, because Skinny have almost the same idea. There is a part of phone configurations that you usually have in your phone moved to Asterisk config files, and there is a bit different syntaxes and a bit, especially for bookmarks specification, there is a bit complex syntax. So I think that man who is not familiar with Unistim should not understand what is going on here. First one bookmark is for its own Unistim BLF. So Unistim support BLF, but only between Unistim phones. Second one describe button to assign quick dial function and the icon for this button, but it's not self-explanatory. And config files of Unistim use old DAGD style to define lines. and the syntax is also not very user-friendly. Okay, and currently, what is Chan Unistim currently? I have confirmed deployments up to 200 phones with Chan Unistim, but no, I think that having bigger number of phones should be a problem because of performance issues that this channel driver currently have. There is two open issues in Jira. That one is very minor, and second issue, I think that it's solved, but have not reported back from the original reporter. It can be used in FreePBX as a custom device that also is not very fine for end user, because you should understand what Unistim is, but it is the way. And as I said, it's enough simple channel driver, and in case someone want to learn how to write channel driver, it's better to look in such simple Unistim, for example, because PGSIP is a very complex channel driver for now, and SIP channel driver going deprecated. EAX2 channel driver, for example, have multi-threading and also going complex to understand for initial development. So anyone welcome to learn how to write own channel drivers in Asterisk by using a Unistim example. There are many things not supported in Unistim, but who knows? If there should be requests, should be not a problem to make any of this. Also, I have a main problem currently with Unistim. Sometimes, if something going wrong, Asterisk failed, Asterisk crashed. I have not seen it for a while, but for terms of fault tolerance, that it is possible to store all information about current registration and the calls in database such Redis, and I think that it is very interesting project for me, and I think that it may be interesting for general for Asterisk, because it is improvement for PGC, for example, or for ASDB to hold some information in such database, external database such Redis. And there is a choice. I see only 4 people today in this room, and the one choice is what to do with Chan Unistim at all. And we can just discontinue support due to lack of phones. Maybe it's not modern phones. It's all phones that you currently find on the market. It is a used one, and maybe not many companies want to use used phones. And it's old phones. You have now service for these phones. There's many issues. And I can continue fix bugs, but I prefer other way to just continue support, because it's just for fun. Again, I have made this support just for fun for a time after our initial project was completed, and I have used it on my workplace, and I already have 2 developments that are almost ready to be contributed. We have developed support for FreePBX for Unistim phones.
Is that for the endpoint manager?
It's not. It's for core device creation. It is not required in an endpoint manager at all. And you see a photo of extension model for Nortel phone, and also I have some custom development that maybe should be completed in proper way that allow use this screen not as BLF, but as a set of text and indicators.